Hey Pork, what's up? Okay, I look sick right now and it's fine. I haven't really slept much. Okay, I've been editing this video for probably 3 hours now. I wanted to put this in because I filmed like an intro to this video and an outro a couple days ago before I edited the footage, but I just edited it, so I feel like I have to talk to you guys for just a second. This was the weirdest video I think I've ever filmed. I have never felt so off about a Ouija board session in my entire life. There's so much stuff that happens in this video that I didn't even notice at the time. So you guys are gonna see, I'm gonna tell you guys like a backstory to this, whatever, and then we're gonna get into the session. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now that there's going to be a lot of like filler footage. I didn't want to cut anything out because I wanted you guys to see how long we waited there. But the board was moving at all times. It just took literally between 5 to 10 minutes for it to get anywhere on the board. So a lot of it is sped up, a lot of it's like ×2 speed or ×3 speed, and I didn't want to cut any of that out because I wanted you guys to see how long this was actually taking. I also feel like it helps you guys believe it more. Not that I feel like I have anything to prove, but I just feel like when it's cut through it just seems really choppy and really sketchy. So I was like, I don't want to cut anything out because as I was watching it, I was in shock. Like I was like, there's no way this is real. This is absolutely insane. I'm so excited for you guys to watch it. I also wanted to say the wind was really bad, so I tried my very, very best to do a lot of captions, and I did like a voiceover at one part. The parts where I'm talking but I don't do any captions, it's just not important, so I was like, okay, it doesn't really matter. It's either me repeating myself a couple times, or it's me and Morgan discussing how weird things were, or there was like a whistling sound in the background, so we talk about the whistling sound a lot because we were just like creeped out by it. But the whole situation was very eerie, very creepy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So okay, now here's a recap of the whole thing and then the actual video. See ya. Hey y'all. Okay. Hey y'all. I decided to try, okay, see ya, awesome. I decided to try a new camera angle today. I was watching my old videos, and this is how I used to film my videos. Like, I would sit on the side of my bed, not on my bed, and then I would have a cute little background. So I wanted to make a short little intro just to kind of give you guys a backstory on this video. Not a backstory to the video, but a backstory to the place that I went in the video. Yeah. Before I get started in that though, I have to ramble. It's me. I finally opened my P.O. box, so I will have the information for that down below. You guys are not obligated to send me anything. I do not expect you guys to send me anything, but I had a lot of you guys telling me that you wanted to send me letters or pictures that you've drawn, and people wanted to make boxes, like goodie boxes, and I kind of want to start making videos more like the one that I did a couple weeks ago called I Have a Huge Package. That video was so much fun for me to film, and I love doing videos like that that aren't necessarily scary because I kind of want to branch out from just the scary videos. I love these videos and I want to keep doing these obviously, but I want my channel to be more than just spooky scary. So yeah, okay, that's all I wanted to say for that. Second thing, I have a giveaway going on right now. I'm actually giving away 3 pieces of my merch for free. So if you guys go back to the video I posted on Wednesday called 100,000, it's my 100,000 subscriber special. By the way, thank you guys so fucking much for 100,000 subscribers. I just like, I still don't even know what to say. It's been a couple days. I've been able to process it, but I'm still just like, I don't even believe that it's happening. But I have a giveaway going on, so if you guys go back and watch that video, the details will be in that video. Okay, now to the spooky shit. So me and my friend Morgan tried to do a Ouija board video a couple weeks ago at the Goatman Bridge, and nothing happened, so I never uploaded anything about it. But I got dinner with her the other night, and we were like, let's try the Ouija board again. And so we were originally just gonna go back to the Goatman Bridge because when me and Dylan went there the first time, we had so much stuff going on. We caught so much on camera, and it was insane. And so I was like, we could always go back there because we'll most likely catch something, even though the time before we didn't get anything. But we started looking up different places near where I live, and we found this place called White Rock Lake, which is also right next to another place called Flagpole Hill. I'm filming. I swear to God, every time I start filming, somebody calls me. See ya, I need you actually. But okay, I don't even know the last thing I said. I had to stop recording because the phone call just lasted too long. Oh, also I went and got my Diet Coke. So originally we were gonna go to Flagpole Hill, and let me read you guys some stuff on Flagpole Hill because it's pretty cool. I literally looked up like haunted places in Dallas because I wanted to see what places were around me, and there are so many hotels and stuff that I can stay at, and I really want to stay at a hotel one night. Like I think that'd be so cool, and like pretty much just vlog it. Maybe try to do the Ouija board, but I guess I mean I'd have to find somebody. Morgan's totally down to do it with me. Actually, never mind. I don't have to find someone because I have Morgan. I'll have her link down below, by the way. She is awesome. Like, she's so much fun to do this stuff with because she believes it just as much as I do. So just like a really quick description of Flagpole Hill. The people of Dallas will tell you you shouldn't drive down the adjacent road to Flagpole Hill near White Rock Lake at night, lest you subject yourself to rocks and apparitions throwing themselves at your car. According to a 2011 article by Lakewood Advocate, though, a house on Blackbird Lane near Flagpole Hill is a particularly creepy spot. A man who lived in the home as a child told the Advocate that a builder had committed suicide as it was being finished. And in 1985, a Dallas man was convicted of hiring a hitman to murder a Playboy model and another man whom he lured to the home with drugs. the craziest part to me is that literally people have said that rocks have been thrown at their cars, but also people have been thrown at their cars. Like people will hit their car like an apparition. So our original idea was to go down there and to do the Ouija board. There's like a parking lot, so we were just gonna kind of set up camp in the parking lot. But as we were driving past, we were like, okay, this probably isn't the best area to do it in. It was really dark, like there were absolutely no lights, and there was a car in the parking lot, and the car kind of creeped us out because it was like another person. So we were like, don't necessarily want to be in an abandoned parking lot in the middle of the forest with like a random person. So we drove over to White Rock Lake, which actually turned out to be insane. It was like a 2-minute drive, like they're literally across the street from each other. But this is the story behind the White Rock Lake. One of the best known Dallas legends is the so-called Lady of White Rock Lake, a ghostly figure who is said to haunt the parks and environs. And then this is actually a story told by somebody who encountered the lady at White Rock Lake. One hot July night, a young city couple, having driven out and parked on the shore of White Rock Lake, switched on the headlights of the car and saw a white figure approaching. As the figure came straight to the driver's window, they saw it was a young girl dressed in a sheer white dress that was dripping wet. She spoke in a somewhat faltering voice. I'm sorry to intrude, and I would not under any other circumstances, but I must find a way home immediately. I was in a boat that overturned. The others are safe, but I must get home. She climbed into the back seat, saying that she did not want to get the young lady wet, and gave them an address in Oak Cliff, on the opposite side of Dallas. The young couple felt an uneasiness concerning their strange passenger, and as they neared the destination, the girl turned around to ask a question. The back seat was empty, but still wet. After a brief, futile search for the girl in the white, the couple went to the address she had given and were met at the door by a man whose face showed signs of worry. When he had heard the couple's story, the man replied in a troubled voice, "This is a very strange thing. You are the third couple who has come to me with this story. 3 weeks ago, while sailing on White Rock Lake, my daughter was drowned." All of the stories are very similar. Basically, they pull up to the lake and they see a beautiful blonde girl in a dripping wet dress, and they offer her a ride, and she gets in the car, and as soon as they're close to her destination, she disappears, but the back seat is still wet. I haven't started editing the footage from the Ouija board session, but let me tell you guys, I don't even know how to feel about what happened. We left really quickly once things started escalating. We both felt really off about the entire experience. The second that we even pulled up, we were like, this is bad, like something's gonna happen. The entire place just seemed very eerie and very creepy, and it was really windy, and there was just like this weird whistling sound the entire time we were there. There weren't that many people out that night, but there were a couple people running across the bridge and biking across the bridge that we were on. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This was pretty insane. I really haven't gotten this scared during a Ouija board session since my first session when we talked to T, and we didn't know about T yet and she told us to run. Like, that's how quickly we got up and we left, because we were like, holy shit, what is happening right now? So I hope you guys enjoy. This is probably one of the most intense Ouija board sessions I've ever had, where things actually happen and go wrong. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, like, if you guys have watched my Ouija board videos, or even the videos where I just sit and I talk about my views on the Ouija board, you guys know that I think sometimes these videos are really dramatic and like these things don't really happen, but like these things fucking happened, and I was like, we were just in shock. But I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this video, and then you guys will see me after everything happens. I also wanted to throw in really quick that it was really windy this day, like incredibly windy, so I'm really sorry if some of the footage is really hard to watch or really hard to hear. I'll probably mute it if the wind is that unbearable. I'll have subtitles for some things, and then I'm probably gonna do a voiceover if I really need it. But yeah, okay, just wanted to warn you guys. Okay, I love you. Have fun. Enjoy. I wish I was recording that whole thing because I just panicked because there's a human outside of my door right now. But I am with my friend Morgan.
Hello.
We tried to do a Ouija board. I never posted anything about it, so I don't know why I'm telling you that. We tried to do a Ouija board like a month ago, and nothing happened at all. So we're trying one again, but we are at, what is this, the White Rock Lake? Yes. And we're at like, okay, you can't see. Actually, oh wait, maybe you kind of can see. There's like a bridge over there. Focus. We're gonna go to this bridge over here and we're gonna try to do the Ouija board. But there's like a story about, okay, wait, what was it?
So it's like this girl, I think it was like the 1930s. She came to the lake.
We just got honked at.
Yeah, were they honking at us? So it's about this girl in the 1930s. She was like in her 20s. And I guess she came here. I don't know if she either committed suicide or she was just like drowned. But there's this legend, like one of the first of her sightings was she went to this couple, said she needed a ride home. She was like dripping wet. So they're like, yeah, get in the car. And the wife turned to talk to her and she disappeared completely, except there was just like a puddle in their back seat.
Right across the street is this place called Flagpole Hill, and it's like a bunch of Native American people were slaughtered, or I think we read something about that or watched a video about that. We're gonna go up to the bridge and we're gonna see if we can get anything. I'm already terrified, let me just tell you.
I'm scared.
I wasn't scared at the Goatman Bridge. I don't know why, because that's like a demonic bridge.
I think because this is just like,
This is just
I don't know,
creepy.
it looks eerie with the water.
It's like the water, the lake. The story I think scares me a little bit more because it's like,
yeah.
I don't know why. We're gonna go up to the bridge now and I guess we'll see you guys there. I don't think you guys can hear me right now. It's really, really windy, which makes it 10 times creepier. I have no idea if you guys can hear me. It's not even the focus. It's so windy! We're gonna die.
Oh, we are.
It is so windy and it's so creepy. I don't think you can hear me. There's so much water, the bridge is shaking, and there's a weird whistling sound. So far, so good. Pretty fucking spooky.
We're for the longest bridge of my life. I swear
we totally could have parked over here.
Yeah, we could have.
Okay, we're going to like this park area because the bridge is literally shaking. Makes us a little bit nervous. So we're gonna walk over to this like park area and hopefully find a place there. But it looks like there's a lot of people over here.
There's a lot of nightlife. I didn't expect that.
People love a haunted lake. Okay, so we found a table that was on the complete, we literally walked across the entire bridge and then walked back to find a table. So we're at a table now. But I think you can hear us better when we're not on the bridge. It's so windy on there. Oh, yeah. And here the wind is. There are also like 3 teenage girls on the bridge right now screaming. So if you hear screams, it's them. Also, okay, I filmed a clip. There was like a glowing thing in the water. It was a balloon. I was like, what is that?
I thought it was the chick.
I literally,
the dress glowing to us.
Because like it looked almost like a face, like at first, because it wasn't fully out of the water.
Yeah.
So it looked like somebody was coming out of the water. But the closer I got, it was a balloon. I just figured I'd keep it in because it looks fun. Just like,
oh my god, that's so windy.
Okay, hey guys. This is probably the creepiest lighting I've ever had in my entire life. Just adding to, you know, the whole
effect.
Yeah.
The aesthetic.
Yes. Yeah. Of Ouija boards. Don't know if you can hear me. Hope you can. If not, sorry Court, while you're editing this. We are probably gonna get cut off during this, but I'd rather you guys see the board than see us. Okay, let's see what the fuck happens.
I hope something.
I hope so too. Okay. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us? Okay, I'm not even being dramatic. There's no way the wind knocked that over. Like there's no way the wind knocked my camera over. Like this
was out of nowhere.
Like this is, first of all, it's not even as windy as it was before.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not even as windy as it was before, and there's no way and it won't focus. Like there's no way my tripod would fall over like that. Like, because my tripod's heavy. Okay, we're gonna try again. That was so weird.
Oh my god.
I don't think it was the wind. I'm not even just saying that for the video. If it was
No,
the wind,
that was like,
it was like it started moving and out of nowhere, my entire setup just fell.
Yeah. It wasn't like a stumble, like, oh, it's like kind of,
It just like, so we're just gonna see what happens.
Woo!
I thought that was a person.
Don't you fucking do it.
You just have to look. Okay. Is there anyone here that wants to talk to us? I don't know if you guys can hear the weird like whistling sound, but it's terrifying. I can't tell if it's like the wind.
Well, I feel like it's going.
Is there anyone here that wants to talk to us? There are so many creepy noises you guys don't even understand. Like everything around us is like moving. Like that pole in front of us just like See how hard the wind is blowing and my camera's like moving?
Yeah, that was really weird. I don't have any explanation.
I'm so creeped out.
I know. We're doing this to ourselves.
I don't know. Yeah, the wind is pushing this way, so it wouldn't even make sense for me. Can we ask you your name? Can you spell your name for us? Are you still here? Okay, can you spell out your name for us? I don't think so. What's the second letter of your name? You guys definitely can't tell on camera, but it's moving. Like it's been moving the whole time. It's just like slowly inching its way.
Wait, are you serious? Courtney! Courtney!
I can't tell if this is like
What? No.
okay. I don't know how much you guys saw of that because it looked like this was really dark.
Oh my god.
Wait, okay. I don't know. Like I'm very skeptical to believe that this is actually like. Okay, so for this part of the video, it was just a lot going on and it's just too much to put in subtitles, so I figured it would be easier to follow if I put a voiceover right here. So originally when we asked what their name was, they went to the letter T, and Morgan kind of looked at me like, do you think this could possibly be T? And the first thing that came to my mind was like, okay, it's probably just a coincidence, their name probably starts with a T, so we continued to ask for the second letter. You can tell too the way that we had to look over the board that we had no idea what it said originally. You guys, it was so dark, there was no way that we could have possibly moved anything on that board and knew where it was going. We could barely see it ourselves. So once we asked for the second letter, it went to the number 8. And if you guys are familiar with my Ouija board videos and you know who T is, you guys know that Kayla and I had this code for T so that we could find out if it was really her. So we always told her to go to the number 8. So after that, that's kind of where we are now. And me and Morgan are both just in shock right now. We were just like, we didn't understand what was happening and we didn't necessarily believe it. I was very skeptical at this moment. I was just like, it just seemed too unreal for me. So during this part, we're basically asking T if she could go to the other code that we had for her. Because if you guys, again, are familiar with the videos, me and my sister, I believe, had T go to a different letter on the board so that we could see if it was really her. Just because we had the same code for a while, we wanted to change it just to make sure. So that's kind of where we are at now. So okay, here you go. part is she's totally heading for it, and I'm freaking the fuck out.
I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna have to look in one of like the videos, but it was definitely like it was one of the letters in goodbye. I was like, go to that if it's like evil. I don't understand because like we didn't ask for help. I'm like I'm just so confused.
Wow, I don't even know. Is there another question?
I mean, I'm just curious. Like, are there a lot of people with you right now? And that scares me too because that Ouija's like attached to me. Like,
Four other people with you right now? This. Like,
this bitch empty. Yeet. We're gonna go.
holy crap.
Oh, it's right there.
I don't know if I can get it. I gotta be completely
Yeah.
honest.
I'm just like, you're not gonna get.
Wait, here, I'll go with you.
Wait, doesn't that seem like
No, that was really creepy. I like don't have words to explain.
we
like,
literally just like got up and left, and I have never done that. Okay, I've done that once in like during a Ouija board session, and that was like the first time I used the board because we were told to run. But I'm not kidding, like, first of all, my camera flew like within 2 seconds of us recording.
Yeah.
And the way the Ouija board, like the box fell or like flew off, it wasn't like the wind pushed it, it was like somebody flipped it.
yes, it was, we had all of our stuff on it because it kind of was moving because of the wind. So we put all of our junk on it, and it literally was like someone just flipped it.
Because like all of our stuff fell off too.
Yeah.
Like my phone flew onto the floor,
Yes.
my keys flew off, like everything moved off of the table, and it was like, I don't know if it was tea. I feel like that's hard to believe, but like
It was just, yeah.
I feel like it's just too much of a coincidence, but like she knew everything, and I don't know
There
if
had to
it
have
was
been
like
somebody else.
trying to like
Because she
get
said there
it.
was 4 other people.
Yeah, she said there was, I don't know how much you guys are gonna hear from that. I'm gonna try my best to edit it so that you guys understand what's going on. But she said there were 4 people, and then right when she said 4, it like flipped.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were like, bye.
Oh my god, I can't even describe like how that, like, it was just so weird. It was such an eerie feeling, and it just felt like angry.
Like the whole thing was just really eerie, and like whenever I'm using the board, it never feels like bad, but that felt really weird. It just felt really off. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go home. That was just like the weirdest. I think that was like one of the scariest Ouija board sessions I've ever had, just because of the feeling of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's
We
like,
should have known right when we drove up. We were like,
literally, like as we were driving here, we were like, this is just really creepy. But it's weird because we were saying that like when we asked for their name, we thought it was going to no, and then it just randomly went to T.
Yeah.
And then when I asked for the second letter, it went to 8. So it's just like, I don't know.
It was just very coincidental. It was strange. And I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Because at first I was like, no.
Yeah, you were like, no, that's all right.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, but I guess I'll recap with you guys later. This is just very, I don't even know how to feel. Like, I'm just like so weirded out by it. We're probably gonna have a very long conversation on the car ride home.
Yeah.
But what the fuck just happened? Okay, I'll see you guys when I'm at home, probably. And I'm back, even though I haven't moved. I want to do this kind of stuff more often. I know in the moment it's really scary and you're like, holy shit, I'm never doing this again. But it's so crazy to me that these things happen, and I'm just like, I'm so interested in it, and I don't know. I know it's dumb, but I want to keep doing it. I think the next thing I want to do is I want to stay at one of the hotels and maybe try to do the Ouija board in the hotel, just see if anything happens that night. I'm really curious about that. Also, I really want to talk about the fact that tea supposedly came through. I want to know your guys' opinions on that, because I don't know how to feel about that. To me, it doesn't seem real. Me and Morgan talked about it on our way back to my apartment, and we were like, maybe it was really slow because she was fighting this other person, like this really evil person, because clearly things were going wrong. So I was like, maybe she is able to talk to me here, and maybe she was just really struggling because she's really weak, and maybe somebody super powerful was overpowering her and throwing things and freaking out, and I have no idea. I kept looking at Morgan and I was like, I don't know what's happening. And she's watched my videos. Like, she knows all about my Ouija board videos, and she knows who T is. So she was like, oh my god, are we talking to T? Like, what's happening right now? And I trust her 100%. I know she wasn't moving it. I definitely wasn't moving it. The wind was actually moving in the opposite direction from, okay, because when we were using the Ouija board, I don't know how much you guys could hear from us talking because it was really windy, and I apologize. When the planchette was moving forward to yes, the wind was actually moving in the opposite direction. So it wasn't the wind pushing the planchette, because at first that's what I thought. I was like, I think it's the wind, because it was moving so slowly, but there's no way that it was the wind. Like, the wind was literally in the opposite direction. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just such an insane experience. If you guys catch anything that we didn't, please let me know. Let me know your opinions on the whole tea situation. Like, I don't even know. I have no idea. I don't have an opinion on it yet. I don't know. And I haven't even rewatched the footage yet, so I'm just like, I don't know. If you guys are familiar with the Dallas area and you guys know of any places, let me know, because I will totally go to them. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. There's a snake in my boot. We tried to do the Ouija board when we got back to my apartment to see if maybe we could contact T, because that was like the weirdest part for us, because we were like, were we actually talking to her or not? So when we got back here, we tried to do it. I was filming for probably 30 minutes and nothing happened. It moved a little bit at one point, but then it stopped. So it was like, whatever. And it was just like us talking shit for 30 minutes, so I didn't put any of it in. Just saying. Nothing happened. Like, you guys didn't miss anything, but we thought, like, if it was T, maybe this was a better environment to do it in, because it'd be easier for her to contact us here. But I don't know if it's like she's in Arizona, so it's like she can't talk to us here. I don't know. I don't know what makes her so weak that she can't speak, or if it's even her, or if it was somebody messing with us. I have no idea. It just all felt weird and off. And okay, I love you guys. See ya.